It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers, next on EA Sports.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
It was terrible to see Jameis Winston suffer his torn ACL last season because he had the Saints rolling in his first year running the show in New Orleans. They went 5-2 in his starts, and they were just 4-6 after he was injured. And how about this? He only threw 3 interceptions, really addressing the big concern people had from his time as a starter in Tampa. New Orleans, they plan to roll with him for a second season and hope that last year's performance will carry over in a full season.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
All-pro receiver Michael Thomas missed all of 2021 while recovering from an ankle injury, but we'll never forget that he set an NFL record in 2019 with 145 catches. When healthy, borderline unguardable, just like he was on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down. Winston out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, Winston. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
To the air again with Winston. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Winston now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky is getting his second chance to start in the NFL and will be with another storied franchise, this time the Pittsburgh Steelers. He slowly fell out of favor in Chicago after making a Pro Bowl in his second season, but what a lot of people don't realize is that he had a winning record as a starter in each of his last 3 years with the Bears. He convinced a lot of people as a backup in Buffalo, including Pittsburgh, that there's still something to be unlocked in him as a starter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Trubisky. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. Fielded at the 33. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st and 10, Winston. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A gritty play there, put his nose down and got his guys a first. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 24, Trubisky. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Trubisky. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jameis to throw it. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Winston off to Thomas on the left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, it's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To the air again with Winston. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Trubisky to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This is where you step up right here, baby. Pay attention, pay attention.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's not, baby. All right, guys. All right. Let's go to work.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's showtime, baby. We gotta be big time now. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finds Pickens out right. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Trubisky. Finding Pickens for another catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Trubisky, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing.
Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, That's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Dennis Allen successful on that challenge. A good decision to throw the flag. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Off the play fake, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Under pressure, they got him again. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. Twisting his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, elusiveness is certainly one of his calling cards, and that trait on full display there on the touchdown run.
And normally when you get down near the goal line, it's power football that wins the day. But here, he shows off his footwork and that make-you-miss ability that he possesses, and he carries it into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They run it again with Kamara. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Winston. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Goes down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing here, Trubisky. Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Deontay Hardy. Winston and the Saints now down 20-19. A minute 52 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Winston to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Winston. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. It's complete. Kamara. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As he'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Marcus Davenport, a former first-round pick in 2018, is really starting to come on for the New Orleans Saints. In 2021, in only 11 games, 9 sacks after posting 12 combined in his first 3 NFL seasons.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
That's Ryan Ramczyk, the former first-round pick. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on first down.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.